Hi, this is Dan again with your instructional video on how to set up your new Mizuho Pachinko machine. First, let me thank you very much for purchasing this. Certainly hope that it arrived at your place safe and sound. Again, if there's any problems, get in touch with me. I will help you out any way, shape, or form that I can. So when you first get this, we'll just show you some of the main parts. If you reach right on this side, you'll feel a little loop. And if you just lift up on that loop, it releases these that hold the front door on, if you will. To close it, all you do is bring it back and push, and the latches swing the other way. So you're going to lift up to open it, and like that. Okay. This is not something you would normally have to do. I just want to show you how you do it. Once the door is open, there's a little tab here, right behind this. You push down, and what's called the feed tray will open. And then this is the ball handling mechanism in here. So these are interconnected to the back of the machine. I'll show you how that all works. But it'll feed the balls down in, and then when the lever is activated, it feeds them one at a time onto the race, and then when the plunger is activated, they will shoot here, go up and around, and then fall down through the machine. Obviously, you're hoping to get them in here or here. If you don't, then they will go into this hole. It's called the drain, and they exit out the back of the machine. Okay, so it's see if I can get a good shot of this. The spring tension on this is adjustable. I'll show you how to do it. But I keep my hand under this and just let it sort of fall off my thumb, and that gives you the right amount of force to launch the ball. And the longer you play it, the more you'll know how much to push down and launch. If you're finding that they shoot over here too many times, you want to loosen some of the tension. If they're only coming up so far, then you want to increase the tension. So again, I'll show you how to do that real quick. Now on the back side of the machine. Okay, that's good. This is the 9-volt power supply. This just plugs into the wall. When you do plug it in, if there are no balls in the machine, which there aren't now, there's a light right here. There's a light right here that will come on. This is a new wire harness. All these wires are brand new. Soldering is all new, and the light bulbs are new. So this light would come on because this switch right here is open. So it's allowing the current to go through and light that bulb. There is a fuse up in here. Not really necessary. It's only 9-volt DC, but because the fuse holder is there has to be a fuse in there or something that will connect the two ends. So the balls will go into the tray. They'll come down here. They go around, and then when they get to there's 2 rows here, and when they get to here, one row drops and fills this side of the chamber. This is called the jackpot chamber. And the other one fills this side of the jackpot chamber with 7 balls. So there'll be 7 balls on either side of this jackpot chamber. When you do get a jackpot, this opens up. The 14 balls drop onto this platform. They go down to here. They ring off the bell, and they go outside of the machine. And then this will close, open at the top, and fill up again. So I'll show you when I get some balls in here. This is called the seesaw chamber. There is a piece in there that acts as a seesaw, like this, and you want to start with it in the up position. So there's a little plunger right here, and you push up on that, and that will bring the seesaw into the upper position. The ball that does win comes into the seesaw. The weight tips it so that it goes into a different area, and then it will automatically come back. But if for some reason it's in that down position, a winning ball won't go any further than that. So you need to make sure this is up before you start. One other thing you want to be careful of, this is where one piece of original equipment is still not in place, and I opted not to put it on, and I'll show you why in just a second. When the balls go through here, this right here is for maintenance of the machine. If I pull to the left on this, everything from here up to here drops out of the machine. So it's one way of emptying the balls of, or emptying the machine of balls, again for service. If this is put here and you were to open this, it would only empty the balls that are right in here. But normally you would just keep that out of the way and let them flow. There should be a rod that's connected to this piece over here that would come across and interface with this. If you notice, when you look at the front of the machine again, you'll see a little tiny hole. If you take a thin rod and push through the hole, it would push this open like that, and then it would push this over, which would empty all of the balls. So that's one way that they could empty the balls from the front of the machine. For normal experience, you aren't going to empty the balls. So I opted not to put that back on because sometimes when that is on, you bump it and all of a sudden all the balls fall out and go all over the place. So that's what that is. So this is always spring-loaded to be in the right position. So you really don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now you're going to get some balls. And like I said in the ad, there were no balls with the machine. So you should have hopefully gotten 300 or 400 balls. Let me plug this in so that you see the light come on when there aren't enough balls in the machine. So this light is on. Again, it's this controlled by this switch right here. And the light go off and on. Okay, so you just start taking handfuls of pachinko balls and dropping them into the machine. And as you can see, they go down around and they start to queue up in here. It's a double row. And eventually you're going to get enough in there that they will back up and put weight on this. See, when it's lifted up, the light's on. Now there's weight on it. It comes down, turns the light off. That lets you know you have at least enough balls in the machine to be able to play the game itself. Okay, I'll put a few more in. So right now, balls here go down in a double row. 2 or 7 go on this side, 7 go on that side. This is ready. Plungers up. This machine's ready to play. So what I'll do is I'm going to go onto the front of the machine and open the front door. And all I'm going to do is drop a ball into one of the pockets. And if you just watch, I don't know that you'll see the ball, but you'll hear it. And you can see what, if you watch it a couple more times. And one more time. So again, when a winning ball goes in this chamber, that ball drops over here to the seesaw. The seesaw tips. The ball continues on its way to this arm right here. This arm goes across to here. The weight of it takes it down. It shoves that up. When this goes up, it opens up this. It lets the balls out. They go out, and then the whole cycle repeats itself. So that's how the thing functions. And there's just a couple of areas that you want to be aware of. If a ball does not pay out, I liken it to if you're printing something on your computer and you say print and it doesn't print. The worst thing you can do is tell your computer to print it again, and then print it again, and print it again, because you haven't fixed the problem. Something's wrong. So if it doesn't pay out when you get a jackpot, the first thing you want to do is literally just kind of bang on the machine a little bit. Sometimes the balls will just stick, and a little tap will keep them going on their way. If that's not the case, then you want to turn it around and take a look. Typically what will happen is a ball will be it'll be sitting on the end of this long arm, and it'll be down here. it'll be hung up down here. If by lifting up on this, it moves a little tab out of the way and lets the ball continue, and then the whole thing should reset. Again, make sure that your seesaw chamber is up and not in the down position. So this machine has been played extensively. It's got a lot of play time on it. We've had a lot of fun with it. And again, any questions about anything on this machine, give me a call, text me. We can FaceTime. We can do anything you want to. So enjoy. Thanks.